Hello everyone
Hello everyone.
out there in YouTube world. Hope things are doing okay for you all and that things are all right as well, you know, wherever you're living in that world of ours. Right, this Let's Talk About feature is going to be about chi energy. Now, there's always been a misconception about chi. People have always said, is it real or is it fake? Well, let me tell you something. It is real. The scientists, they struggle to find out that if it is real or not because they haven't got the devices that actually cannot read how chi is formed and cultivated. So they create the skepticism around the world to people, we call them people, what do you call those? Lay people of life?
Lay people.
Yeah, lay people in life who themselves don't think chi is real. But do you know what actually your chi really is? It's your life force. That's what chi energy is. It keeps you alive.
Mm.
You take chi away from you, what happens to the human body? No more life force.
True.
Now, when I first found out about chi, I was quite young. It was through Bruce Lee. But I didn't know what it was at the time. I thought it was some kind of magical ability because of what he could do for a guy so small and with his amazing skill. And then as I grew a little bit older, I got to find out about chi energy. And not just through Bruce Lee, but through the Shaolin monks and the Wudang monks. And I got to learn things about how to cultivate it. And plus through the Kung Fu practices that I've learnt over the years, especially Tai Chi and Qigong. And I really went beyond. And I mean, I went beyond the boundaries of life itself, and that's the truth. Some people may not believe me who watch my videos, but I can tell you now, I am a living testimony of someone who's actually really and truly cultivated one's chi and taken it to a level beyond my own expectations. And that's the truth of the matter. I won't lie about things like this. And I've got proven testimony from people, of well-known masters from around the world of martial arts who come to the UK show, and my beloved Maxine, and all my family. And people say, well, they're your family, but yes, but they know what I'm capable of doing. And even some of their friends were quite freaked out in what I could actually do. And I even freaked out myself in knowing what I could actually do. It scared me at one point. And when I noticed what I could do, or what happened to me through the change of it, I went through deep practices of meditation. And the kind of meditation I'm on about is the kind of meditation that takes you beyond the realms of this earth, so to speak. It might sound a bit science fiction to some people, but I really pushed myself beyond, and I went way, way beyond the stuff that I've heard about people doing. I've gone way beyond that, and it scared me. And when I've had what we call an inner awakening, where I could actually feel the energy in my body. It was a weird warm feeling, which is what I actually felt. It was really big at first, and I could feel it all around in my lower abdomen area and my chest and trunk area of my body. And then I could feel it. It was like it was going small, like it was being squashed, continually squashed, and this is what I was feeling. And then I felt it come down into probably the size of, a ping pong ball, a bit smaller than that, and I could really feel it condense. And then, wow, what really jolted me big time, I felt it move up in my spine, and it was slow in the movement. What I could feel, I could feel it hit certain areas, and it'd stay, and I could feel it get big, and I felt, oh, it was going to hold me, and then it'd shrink again, then it'd move up another level, and it'd do the same thing again. And I can't remember how many times, but I know about the chakras, so there's 7 points in the chakras. So I believe that it was opening my chakras, opening them all up, all 7 of them. And then when I got to the points of my throat area, you got a chakra here. And I felt it go cold. That was weird. It went really cold, but still warm. And then, well, cold, yeah. And then it went warm as it started to move up. And I felt it in the base of by the base of my spine. And we got this point called the cerebellum, which is at the base of the brain. I could feel it going into there. That was a weird feeling. And then, I don't know how long or what time period had happened later. I can't recall that, to be honest. But next I felt it go, it's like it exploded. Like there was an explosion inside my head. And my eyes was closed. I mean, I don't know how long I've been meditating. I must have been meditating for hours throughout the night. And this happened I think I started getting into it deeply around about the year 2000, 2001, shortly after my father passed away in 1999. It was right early 2000. I say 2001 when I started to practice it, and that's probably when it happened, about 2001. And it was just a weird feeling, man. And then I could feel like there was a presence in the room while I was going through my meditation. I could feel like a very strong negative, and I mean this energy felt very scary too. It felt like this energy was trying to get into my body, get inside me and take a hold of me. But then I felt this strong positive energy come from my left side and hit me here, right in the centre of my body. And then this negative energy, it was like it just disappeared. And then I felt my whole body open right up. I mean, literally open up. It's like, you know, you see the operations and that, when they open the body. Well, it felt like something, whatever it was, had opened my body up completely. And all I could feel was just bliss, joy. I could feel a harmony. I just felt everything just went like, you know, the flat line. Everything felt like that. It was just a beautiful and wonderful feeling. And I couldn't even remember getting up the following morning. I felt very strange, a feeling that I'd never ever felt before. And I thought my brain, it didn't feel right. I felt like I was going crazy. And I'm telling you now, I really felt like, but I know for a fact I wasn't, because I was sane. But I felt so different. I felt really different. Then I'd get ready and go to work, and the way I was feeling, everything around me just felt light. I mean, the sounds, the smells, the colours, everything had been heightened all around me. Even to this day, it feels even stronger now compared to then. It feels quite powerful, actually. And you couldn't even put a price on how I feel now to this very day. You could have all the money in the world and try and buy what I've got. You wouldn't have enough. You could be the richest and wealthiest person on the planet. You wouldn't be able to afford to pay for what I've actually cultivated from within myself. This power feels unreal at times, but yet it is real. It really does feel real. And every year now I get invited to the UK Martial Arts Show. And when I give a demonstration of my unique style of Tai Chi, what is it like, Max? It's just unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I even tried it out, didn't I? I was sitting on one side to begin with.
It's at last year's show,
This was at last year's show. And I could feel it. But then again, I always feel it now. So I thought, I'm going to try something here. So I moved up to the other end of the arena.
It's really big as well.
And I sat there and I could still feel it. And I thought, hang on, it's not just in one spot. So I looked round the arena and I thought, everybody's feeling it. You know, you could see on their faces. And then it clicked then, and I thought, it's just not one spot, it's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
And that arena, you can, how many people would fit in there easily? 300 plus, easily. Yeah. I remember when I first did it, it was in 2019, just before COVID. And couple of my martial art brothers, Alan Jones, and some of his friends, and they was at the very far end at the arena. So you're talking, they must have been at least about 120 feet away from the main stage. They said, Andrew, we could feel it at the far end of this arena. How on earth do you do that? I just said to them, I didn't even realise I was doing it. I was just on stage, doing my Tai Chi sequence, my form, doing my Qigong at the same time. And they said they could feel my Qi energy right at the far back. Even Alfie Lewis. For those of you who don't know Alfie Lewis is from Liverpool, and he was one of the world's greatest kickboxers of our time in the late 70s, early 80s. Very famous man. And I've even had Grandmaster Samuel Kwok, who's a lineage student of the famous Wing Chun master Yip Man. Even he said he could feel my energy on all the shows that he comes, every time when I do my demos. He said he can't believe what he feels. He'd never known anyone like me, and he's travelled all around the world, and that's no joke. He said he's never known anyone like me to do what I do. Even Grandmaster Han Wong, who's a famous martial artist for the what's the system? It's a Korean martial arts he does. It's what Cynthia Rothrock's done this martial arts system, and so is Chuck Norris, and he's a grandmaster of it. And he's even said on very few occasions he can't believe what he feels from what I do. I've even made people cry. I didn't even know I was doing that. At last year's show, how did Scott respond, Max?
Wow, he cried, didn't he?
Yeah, it blew him away.
Cried.
And even his students stood beside him. They were crying, and they couldn't understand why they were crying.
But it does make you very emotional.
Yeah, it hits people here.
As though it's lifting everything away.
Yeah, it's taking all the negative and the impurities of stress. That's what Qigong does, though. If you've been practicing it for years and years on end, it does have an effect on not just you, but those around you. Mm-hmm. But it's quite rare for someone to really cultivate their Qi properly. Because I've seen videos on YouTube or on other websites of people pretending and staging the effects of Qi. And that really spoils it for those who are genuinely true people of Qigong, true people of it. Mm-hmm. So I just want to really be one of those who are genuine about it. I know I've had people in the past, when I was on Instagram, I put stuff about me being activated, and you had some people from America saying, "Oh, it's people like you," and I did respond and say, "Well, hold on a minute, you don't know nothing about me, but I'm telling you now, I'm the real thing. And have I made any money from this? Not a penny. I've been called a charlatan by some people from around the world. How dare these people say that when they don't know anything about me? You speak to some of the top masters in the world who know about me, and they will tell you the truth about what I can actually do." Again, Grandmaster Samuel Kwok, Grandmaster Han Wong, even Mark Strange, he'll tell you all about me, people like him, and even Silvio Simac, and even Scott Adkins, believe it or not. Even he was freaked out about my ability, my power. He didn't realise. When he first met me, he quite took him back. Said, "Wow!" When I grabbed his hand, he could feel it just by me holding his hand. He's thinking, "That's power I've never felt before." Why would I lie about things like these?
You don't need to, do you?
Exactly. But people need to be more open about these things. And people have always said to me, "Is it something to believe in?" No, because Qi has got nothing to do with religion. Full stop. Qi was around before man ever evolved. Qi comes from the universe. That's where its origin is. The universe, because the universe is alive.
Yeah.
Alive with energy, which creates planets. Man, that takes some doing. So that takes some energy force to create a planet, and then life evolves from that. Man, what does that tell you? What does that truly tell you about Qi? Qi is in every living thing. Every living thing. It's all around us. It's an energy that vibrates at a frequency You cannot even register. You can't even create a device that can actually read its true frequency, because no one truly knows unless you practice the true arts yourself. And you have to sacrifice yourself. You really do. I did. I had to get to where I am today.
Because everybody's got chi, haven't they?
Every human being,
Yeah.
all my subscribers who subscribe, people you see walking and talking and breathing, no matter where you are in the world, they've all got chi. Everyone has.
Even me.
Maxine's got chi.
Even me.
The drink here, this drink, there's even chi in here. Chi is in this. And you wouldn't think it. Chi, seriously, it's a real thing. And, you know, I've applied to try and get onto this morning show, and I haven't I, Max?
Yeah.
They said when I applied, they're going to forward my details onto the planning room. So I haven't heard nothing yet. So I don't know if I'm going to be on there or not. I don't know. But I just want to, if I get the chance to go on there, I want to show people it is very, very, very real. There's no tricks or no stage stuff with it. It is genuine. But I've worked my backside off all these years. It hasn't been easy. I'm celebrating 50 years of being a martial arts practitioner. It's my 50th year. I mean, when we went for your birthday celebrations, didn't we? Up in, where was it? Where did we go to again on Friday? The Ark, is it? The Argo?
Oh, Arco.
Arco, yeah, and that's
The Arco Lounge.
the Arco Lounge. Went to there. That's in what area was that in there?
Birmingham.
In part of Birmingham. And I was speaking to, well, I went to get some coffees at the bar area in Arco. And while I was, was being served, and the guy said, "We've never seen you in here, but I'm with my partner celebrating her birthday." And, you know, I just told him, you know, says I just love being around, you know, doing what I do. And they come to the question about my age. I says, "Oh, I'm 60, 2026. And the lad could not believe. He says, "You don't look that age." I says, "Well, what would you have thought? He said, put you in the 40s, the early 40s. He says, "Well, it's my lifestyle and what I do." And so I didn't waffle on to it, just because I've been in the martial arts all my life, so that's one of my secrets to the way of looking good. No Botox here, none of this injection here, no butt lifts here or anything like that. I'm just me, that's it. But I've worked my backside off over the years. But yeah, chi energy is very real. Chi energy is even in crystals. It's in them, because they vibrate their own energy frequency.
Well, it's the energy from them that heals, isn't it?
Exactly. See, that's how powerful chi energy is. And these people say, "Oh, they're the Hadouken stuff with chi." Man, that's a misconception, because that's not chi. You know, these people say, "Oh, you can use it for knocking over people and with it chi." No, that's not chi. That's fake. Chi is a completely different thing altogether. Chi can either be a positive force and a negative force combined. Can either be hot or cold.
And that's what you feel, actually. Some
Yeah.
people feel coldness, yet somebody else will feel heat.
Or another sensation you feel is a tingling
Yeah.
sensation. And what's the other one? The magnetism.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, chi is can be a very strong magnetism.
You can.
I've Maxine on the escalator the one time, and what happened, Max?
I felt like I was being pulled back.
And I wasn't doing anything.
He was behind me and I just felt like I was being pulled back on the escalator. I turned around and I said,
freaked her out.
"Don't pull me."
I said, "I'm doing nothing." I said, "I'm not doing anything."
Touched you?
I said, "I haven't touched you."
Yeah. That's so strong.
Even my own sister Marcia and Jermaine's partner experienced it. Like, I remember I visited Marcia, it's been a couple of years or so ago now. And I was having like a spiritual thing at her house. And Marcia was on the sofa and so was Gail. And I was just standing by the patio doors, and there was, whoa, I walked past them and said, what on earth was that? I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know, what was that?" I said, "Your energy, we just felt like a magnet from you, Andrew."
And it is like an actual magnet. It does pull.
Yeah, that's how strong it is. But you can put chi into a punch. You really can. And the strength of it is different for the punch, or even a hold. Because what chi does as well, it can give you extra strength. It can strengthen, makes you strong, make you very strong. But again, this is where the training of it comes in. It takes years of training.
Yeah.
It's not done in a few
5
days
minutes.
or a few weeks or a few months. It takes years of practice. And I mean practice. It's very hard in the Western world to practice it. It really is. This is why in China and Japan and places like that, they practice it literally every day. Like in the Wudang Mountains with the monks up there. They practice their Qigong every day, every day. I even heard a story about a Wudang nun. And this is a true story. They said that she practiced Tai Chi and Qigong every day. And she, got to a fair old age. She got to, I think she was in her 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Her hair started to turn black. Back to the black colour. So what does that tell you about it? And that's a true story. I didn't make that up. That's a true story. I was quite shocked when I heard about this story, and wow. See, what does that tell you? Qigong, what it does for you as well, it helps slows the aging process down in your body. It slows the function down of your organs. It slows them down. So this is where the qi flows at its own way, unblocked throughout the body. The stress of the organs becomes less. Because as you get older, for these people who don't practice, which we call the intrinsic arts, what happens to the organs in time starts to overheat. And you have this membrane called the fulcrum. Yeah? The fulcrum, is it? The fulcrum? And it's a membrane that covers your entire organs. Well, this membrane, right, is not to really smother the organs. Stress causes that to happen. And it causes the whole organs to malfunction over time. By practicing meditative practices and Qigong, Tai Chi and yoga, but you have to do these things properly. Not the studio style, which I see people do. You have to do it properly. It takes hard work to do it properly, and believe you me, it does. But eventually with time, what happens to the fulcrum membrane? It kind of like elevates itself away from the organs of the body. So the organs then can function properly. They're not under due stress or anything. And this takes years of practice to really get your body to that level. And people always say to me, is there a quick way around it? No, there never will be. Never will be. But that's how I learnt about the arts of Qigong and meditative exercises through that. Even Tai Chi is a moving Qigong practice itself, not just a martial art. See, when we use the Tai Chi for self-defense, we speed up the movements. Like a simple parry, that's a simple parry and a strike. But when we slow it down, that's become the Qigong aspect of Tai Chi when it's really slow. And we really slow it down like it's almost motionless. And that really works the Qi really good. And I really can feel that. It feels so different.
I can feel it now because you're doing that.
And that's the beautifulness of what we do when we practice. And again, Qi is very real. Even to this day, it still freaks me out knowing that I can do these things with Qi.
Well, I use it as an healing energy now.
Reiki.
Well, I do Reiki myself. I'm a Reiki practitioner. And I do it on myself as well.
Yeah.
But with Andrew's Chi, I swear, it's you can't explain it because there's no words for it.
That's the thing.
And I'll give you an example, and this is the truth. I had an MRI about 9 years ago. Then I had another one. Eight years ago, and it came back the same, that I needed an operation. I needed a disectomy. Sorry, again. And the doctor said to me, I don't know how you're walking, when he showed me the x-ray. And I said, well, I don't either. Then Andrew started doing some, just like this, the back on my back, on my spine,
Yeah.
didn't you? And this lasted for what? Over a year, wasn't it?
Yeah, over a year.
Because I wasn't as bad as I am now. I can hardly walk. But it made me feel better. And I think if something makes you feel better, you know that it's working, don't you? Anyway, I went to see the consultant, cutting a long story short, a few years ago. And he says to me, he said, I'm looking at your x-ray, it's okay, I don't understand with the spine. What's happening? He says, what have you been doing that's different? And I says, well, nothing really, I still have my physio, but I said, my partner gives me the chi energy. Now, obviously, you can't comment on that because they're all scientific, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
And he said, well, I don't know what he's doing, he said, but carry on. He said, carry on doing it. He said, because I'm really don't want to do an op at the moment. He said, but the other year when I saw you, I did want to do it as soon as possible. But obviously with the COVID and that, they couldn't do it. And I'm glad now. But I still, obviously, it's not going to clear your pain completely at my age. But it helps. And I think if you can find something that's helping you, you know, why not carry on with it? Because it can't lie, can it? It cannot lie. You know, and that's my experience with it. You know, if he's doing something and it weren't working, I'll speak as I think.
Yeah, she would have let me know.
And I'd say, well, you're doing that, it's not doing anything for me. You know, but it is. It is. It helps me to sleep, doesn't it?
Yeah, before we got together, she would have having trouble sleeping.
Oh, the pain.
And this trouble thing, how many years had it been going on? It's been quite a few years. And now she sleeps sound like a baby. And I'm not just saying that.
And that's really because of the Reiki with my medication as well. And I just think I feel it's working for me and it's helping me, then I'm all for it. But you have to be right by it to
really feel
benefit from it.
Constantly.
It's a bit like Reiki, isn't it? You know, you do a Reiki session, but it's powerful. And I'm really receptive to it, aren't I?
You're very receptive, very receptive. See, people who aren't receptive to these kind of things, I know what causes these. They create mental barriers, and sometimes they realise they don't know that they've created them. And this is where the stress factor, having a stressful life, your lifestyle, smoking, drinking, taking drugs, being exposed to stress at every level over the years creates this barrier. And you know, you're not open to things. It's not being a belief. People always say, do you have to believe in it? No, you don't. It's being open-minded. That is the key to this. It's not having faith in it. Having faith in yourself, yeah, of course, but with this, what I do, it's being open-minded, being open to it.
And the more open you are to it, the more you'll receive.
Yeah, you definitely will receive. And it's people think being open is a weakness. No, it's completely the opposite. Being weak is having stress. That's weak. That's not being strong. That's the opposite. That's being very, very weak.
I don't do stress anymore.
No. Not me neither.
Because whatever it is, this magic I call it, I know it's not, but that's what I call it.
It's chi magic, it's a natural magic.
That's what it is
It's a natural
to me.
magic.
It keeps me calm, I don't worry about anything. And if it's helping me those ways, and helping me towards the pain control, you know, I'm not going to knock that. Because I'd recommend it to anyone. Absolutely anyone. And I have to speak as I find.
You know, if I could buckle this up, and I wish I could, I'd let everybody in the world have it. That's the truth. I really, really would. So this is why I know I'm here for a reason. To share with what I've learned from life itself. That hasn't been easy. I've come across with a lot of scepticism from around the world with this. And that's no joke.
But you do with everything, don't
Yes.
you, really? I mean, even Reiki.
Yeah.
You know, you'll even come across it with that.
Yeah, because it's energy. Reiki is pure energy.
I think anything anybody's not sure of, they'll fight it, won't they? They'll be
Yeah.
like, no, they'll dismiss it.
Yeah, I've come across
Because
them.
they don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'll tell you another story. I was invited to a school, a junior school called Old Fornings Junior School in Wolverhampton. Bless Matthew, who I used to work with. He worked there as a teacher, and he was like the head of the sports department. Then he eventually got promoted up to deputy head. Well, he had invited me to the school for the children who were finishing their junior school in their last year. So he invited me for 6 years in a row to give a demonstration of my martial arts skill and my chi energy skill. And it was to show the kids by learning a physical and mental discipline can help you through life as you're growing up into adulthood. And he invited me there, and there was a lot of skepticism. There was even some teachers there as well who were very skeptic about these things. And I'll tell you now, right, my energy skill shocked the whole entire school. Even the head teacher, she was trembling, I remember. And it worked on her. My empty force ability worked on every single body there. I had a couple of kids that thought, yeah, it will never work on me. So then I'd find a way, and I'd talk to them for a little bit to find out a little bit about them. I said, okay then, right, just relax. I mean, no matter a second, where I've put my hand on the boys, I'd be putting them around their front area, and I'd push them that distance away from them. And then when I pushed them, they'd be falling back, and Matthew would be there to catch them, because everything was set up where we had like padding on the floor if Matthew had missed some of the kids and that, but we made sure that it was going to be done in a professional way. And the kids who were skeptic, they couldn't believe it. They could not believe what they had witnessed. And then when I asked Matthew, I said, did any of the children get in touch with you? Yeah, they want to know, how can they learn this? Some of the kids did. And I said, there's no schools around where you can learn it. There's none. There isn't. There's none. And they was asking if I could as well, because I was in work at this time, so I didn't have much time on my hands to try and pass on my knowledge. So this is why I do things on YouTube and things like this, so people can, connect with what I do. But honestly, that was an amazing experience doing that.
Another experience he had, we went into, I won't say the name of the shop, a shop that sells like things for your homes and that. We went to pay for the stuff.
This was recent as well, not so long ago.
Yeah, just last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We went to pay for our things, and the lad behind the thing, he went like that, didn't he? He went, oh my gosh,
Yeah, by my hand. He didn't even touch it. He was about that far away from my hand.
What's that? Then he explained, and then he wanted to, and he couldn't believe it.
He did it again.
He didn't know what it was.
And then all the other staff members would come
Coming
running
over to
round,
have a look,
and we were leaving them. We were going out there.
I thought something was wrong.
Yeah, I thought something was wrong if I had assaulted the member of staff. And he said,
It really
freaked him out, literally. And he's quite a big lad as well.
Yeah, really freaked him out, bless him.
But again, this is why I want to get it exposed even more. And this is why we're doing the street Tai Chi videos, which we will be doing regular.
When the weather's a bit better.
And the weather as well. We've picked it up, so we've done a couple already. We did one at the arcade in Chinatown, and we did one just out by the Malt House last week. So that was a good one. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And I'm going to be taking me gimbal tripod with me to do it. But I just want to show people the wonder of what I've learned. That Tai Chi is not a weakness. Tai Chi is a very, very powerful thing. It can really help you in life to have a good life too. You don't have to practice all the fancy things, just the basic principles of Tai Chi to learn. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. But Chi, getting back to this video, it's about Chi energy, and it is real. It's your life force. You just have to learn how to cultivate it and to harness the power of it, which some people don't even achieve in a lifetime. I'm one of the very lucky ones. And that's the truth. I'm one of the very, very lucky ones. I think as well because I fell in love with it as well. Because my love for it was my passion and my dedication. and here I am today, a living testimony. And that's what I'm going to keep doing, promoting it. And I know there's going to be, yet again, people be thinking, blah, blah, this, but I'm just going to bypass all that.
Yeah, think what you want.
Yeah, think what you want.
You know, that's entirely up to you.
Yeah, everybody's got your own opinions.
Your own opinions,
Yeah.
as we always say. You have.
You have. But I'm telling you now, it's real. It is a very, very real thing. There's no two ways about this, or ifs or buts or maybes. It is very, very, very real.
And I'll confirm that. I'm not saying that because he's my partner. I'm saying that because I've experienced it, and I experience it on a regular
Every day,
basis.
every single day.
You know, but for my pain, it's...
I'm the magic pill.
Yeah, he is. He's my magic pill. You know, I often wonder what I would be like
If I wasn't
if he
around.
wasn't around me. You know, if he wasn't around me, how would I manage, really? I wouldn't manage. Along with my other stuff as well, obviously.
Yeah, of course,
you know.
yeah.
But I speak as I find, and that's one real man sitting there who's got real chi.
Thank you for saying that.
Well, it's true. It's true, isn't it? You know, if it wasn't true, I wouldn't say it.
I'll tell you what I want to do. If anyone can, I don't know, because I want to give a demonstration of my Tai Chi at the Bull Ring. I would love to be given the opportunity to demonstrate my Tai Chi, my unique Tai Chi ability there. I really would love to be given a chance, because I've got my own system to play my music and everything to demonstrate the people to what I do. I would love to be given that opportunity to do that.
Because it's a great way to experience it.
Yeah,
isn't
it is, because if I can do demonstrations at the UK Martial Arts Show, and you know, and there's over 300 plus people who feel my energy, just imagine what I'll be able to do in the Bull Ring. Just imagine that, what I'll be able to do.
Yeah. Most definitely.
So
I
we
agree
ended
with
it there
that.
then, my dear? We can end it there.
We will, Mr.
Yeah,
Chu.
so we've covered a good amount about Chi energy. I might even do more videos about it. Even teach you some breathing exercises properly to how to cultivate it, because it's hard work, and it really is. There's no two ways about it. It is hard work. You have
Don't forget, he's been working at this since he was 9 years old. He's not just learnt it over weeks and a few years, since he was 9. I mean, that's what you call dedication, isn't it? Proper dedication, that is.
Yeah, I'm
No
15,
two ways about it.
I'm 59 in June.
Yeah. I can't concentrate on anything for an hour, never mind 9 years. Yeah, it's an achievement,
Thank you.
and it does really need to be recognised by
Yeah,
people.
please share this video. Show people that I am who I say I am.
Even if you're thinking, I doubt that, share it. Let somebody else have their own opinion, like we're giving you yours.
Exactly, there you go. Okay, ending it there, Mrs. Chi.
Yes, Mr.
Well, that's
Chu.
a wrap. And again, thank you for those of you who've been supporting our channel. And most importantly as well, please stay safe out there, everybody. Please stay safe.
Definitely so.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. And please like, share, comment and subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification button when we upload our material throughout the week. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you again.
Stay safe, everyone.
Yeah, stay safe. Just keep that chi flowing. Just keep that chi flowing.